This is Brother Olaf here at the Sampson home, and Brother Olaf is interested, Lyle, in learning your legacy of faith. Eventually, life took you to Joanne, and you married a lovely lady, and you came to Columbus.
Right.
And Brother Olaf recalls when he was a small lad, you coming to First Evangelical Lutheran Church in Beaver Dam to worship there for a time.
Yeah, we belonged to First Lutheran in Beaver Dam for 7 years.
At some point in time, you decided that you wanted more, you wanted something in your own community.
So we got to give the ladies the credit. They got talking and decided they'd form their own circle so they didn't have to drive to Beaver Dam for a circle and that type of thing.
Ladies start a lot of things, don't
you bet.
they?
And they thought, you know, as long as we can have a circle in Columbus, what about starting a church? The Board of American Missions was contacted, and then they recommended that we have a public meeting. The first meeting we had 56 people.
That's a significant amount for a first meeting.
Yeah.
Were any of the people singers like you were? That was there always a musical component from the get-go, or did that come later?
We had a choir from the first service we had. I've never served on any committee or chaired any committee, but when I asked for volunteer, I didn't have a rejection.
How did you deal with the subject of money or property early on?
We were blessed to have that's why I say the Holy Spirit was just moving through the whole group, because we had such a mixed group that everybody was a specialist in a different field. But to get back to what we did for a building show, is we developed a loan and asked people to take their money they had in their own savings accounts, pull it out, and redeposited it into Faith's loan fund. Then paid the same interest or slightly better than they were getting. We had a payback system where each year we would pay back, just drawing out a name. But that worked well. That got our land bought. I really felt as we moved along that the good Lord was guiding us.
When the times were tough, when there were the downs, what did you do personally?
Prayed a lot.
Prayed a lot, and you prayed personally. But did you pray with others? Did you pray with Joanne and pray, or did you?
You know, being a Norwegian Lutheran, you get to be so stoic, and I always joked about it, but I have a hard time group praying.
Brother Olaf wants to focus on you in particular and your faith journey, and that's no small part the journey of Faith Lutheran Church. But what can you say today, to the day, about how your faith has grown, Lyle?
Every once in a while you notice something, and it's just hard to explain, because we talk about the Holy Spirit, and it's hard to explain because it's a sense. And there was one time when the congregation was vacillating a little and having its own little disagreements, and we all do, we're all human. But I prayed that the Holy Spirit could move among the congregation. And to this day I still sense, not seeing, but sensing the Holy Spirit touching everyone right down the line in the pews. And I tried to tell somebody that. They say I was imagining things, and I could, but it just was a different feeling than just imagining something. And those are rare moments, because I don't have them that often.
They don't. You have advice that you can give as far as how we can get that warm feeling and just continue to pray and take it to the Lord?
Yeah, just do your own praying and open up. because what happens is we all are so used to turning stuff on and off. We turn the lights on when we want to work, and we turn them off when we leave, you know, that type of thing. And it has to be a little time for reflection when you're praying. And I'm as bad as anybody else on not allowing that time.
Lyle, I want to thank you for talking to us today.
Yeah.
And maybe this can be the first of several other conversations. So thank you. Thank you very much.